everyone says they want to evolve into that better version of them. They want to pursue their personal development. It sounds fun. It sounds good. It looks good. It appears to be something, that you would be, validated for, because it's your personal development. It's your personal fucking evolution, right? And so everyone wants to, say they want more. Everyone wants to, in the depth of their soul, be better, pursue the best version of them, go to the gym every fucking day, count the macros, read the books, evolve as a fucking individual, and compound into something more than what the fuck they are in the current moment. But we have to understand that it sounds good, you say it, you get validated for saying you're going to do it, and then you don't fucking do it. And so we can criticize you on how many times you filled yourself, went back on your word, and, sat there in your inadequacy, reverberated it, and did nothing to fucking fix it. And so we need to understand that at the root of you saying you're going to do something and then sabotaging yourself, you have to understand that in your mind, there is a version of you called the shadow. That version of you has been sabotaging yourself for so fucking long. You have to understand that in your soul, there is a version of you, and that shadow it's you crawled up in a fetal position in the abyss, in a void of darkness, as the rain pours on top of you. And all of you guys are unconscious to the fact of how miserable you are. All of you guys are unconscious to the fact of how much you disapprove of yourself, which reflects in your conduct, which reflects in your reality, which reflects on the fat on your body, which reflects in the inadequacy, the softness, the lack of intention, the lack of pursuing the best version of you in your, animation of, being a fucking existential, fucking diverse, fucking entity in the universe. The way you conduct yourself is a reflection of your soul. And if you're okay with being a mediocre individual, if you're okay with never actually taking a step forward against the tides of life, to sit there and drown relentlessly and then depend on something else for a life raft instead of learn how to swim and, become fucking Aquaman, you have to understand that you've been sabotaging yourself for so fucking long. And in the midst of that self-sabotage, there is a version of you crawled up in the fetal position, and that version of you is what you need to wake up and every day defeat. And so the personal development sounds cool. You tell your friends, you tell your mom, you're going to quit your addiction, you're going to go to the gym, you're going to actually do some shit to be some shit, to succeed at some shit. And then you fail yourself, you sabotage yourself, and you never actually take the fucking step forward to be and evolve into that individual. You never actually, commit. What are you committed to? Are you committed to that fetal position you are? Are you committed to actually evolving into what you said you were going to evolve into? To hold your word to yourself. In the beginning, the word was with God. And most of you guys fail at holding your fucking word to yourself. And so when you look in the mirror and you see this reflection of a mediocre bitch, undone piece of shit, just mediocre as fuck, has not expanded in any area of fucking life, is the same 18-year-old boy who graduated from high school, never actually evolving mentally, only physically, to see the hair on your head turn gray, but your soul to remain a seed that you have casted away in this empty-ass fucking garden called your mind. You're supposed to water your seed every fucking day with the intention to be the best version of you. And you're a waste of space on earth if you're not doing it, because within you, there is a version of you that is better than you at everything. But you're so fucking arrogant that you rather sit there and postulate this energy of knowing when you fucking don't, and your reality reflects it. If your reality isn't your fucking imagination, there's a fucking problem. And you have imagination for a reason, you dumb bitch. So you can sit there, you can throw every excuse in the fucking book, but you are the biggest sabotage to yourself. Every day you woke up and you chose to remain a mediocre piece of shit. Your soul told you, I want to go to the gym. Your soul told you, I want to read a book. Your soul told you, this is what the fuck I'm going to do to be better in life. And guess what the fuck happened? Nothing. Because you didn't love yourself enough to stick to it. And so when we tell you that you need to wake up every day, dominate the fucking shadow in your mind that is crawled up in the fetal position, just waiting for the rain to happen. People have it to certain degrees. You have to understand that the person who's fat as fuck, who deliberately eats food to get fatter unconsciously, has a bigger shadow than the miserable grandma who never found the love of her life and now is unfulfilled with 90 fucking cats that contaminate the fucking neighborhood. And so you have to understand that you need to be aware of your shadow, because the more conscious you are of your shadow, the more you can embody that in your conscious life and express that, is the less you'll actually manifest unconsciously and put yourself in situations and sabotage yourself. You see, when you don't go to the gym and pursue the personal development, when you fail to track the macros, when you fail to pick up the book and read the fucking page every single day, your shadow is deliberately sabotaging you out of what the fuck you need to grow as an individual. And so we need to understand that the more you can realize that it's your shadow sabotaging you, the more you can defeat, wake up with the intention to overcome and inform into the best version of you. You simply think, I don't feel like going to the gym, and therefore you don't go to the gym, your shadow wins, and now you're idle in the life that you only get once, wasting fucking time you'll never get back. And so you really have to understand that, you know, if you're going to sit there and you're going to sabotage yourself with your shadow, you're going to sit there and say, I don't want to do this to be better. I'm not going to do what the fuck I told myself I was going to do to actually become compound into a more sustainable, efficient fucking individual. You have to understand that it's all about the internal quality. Everyone is surface level. Everyone is external based. You have to understand that when you're going to the gym, you're not working out. You're exercising discipline. You're cultivating self-love through action. And you're demonstrating who the fuck you are. You have to understand that most of you guys sit there, you want to get the muscles, but it was never about the fucking muscle. It was about the mental calluses that become a byproduct of you by habitually mastering discipline, by doing what the fuck sucks at the highest fucking level when you don't feel like it. That's it. So everyone wants the muscle. You think the muscle is going to get you the girl. You got the protein shake, you got the fucking powder to get bigger, but you didn't cultivate any fucking discipline. So you're still an undisciplined piece of shit, and that's reflecting in your fucking reality at the worst level. You have to understand, it was never about the fucking muscle. It's a byproduct of who you become by exercising, by pursuing the personal, everyday fucking exorcism of your mind. You have to understand that if you're an individual who has riled up, piled up intention to be the best fucking version of you, well, you're gonna walk around with a different level of intention, a intention that pulls on the fucking fabrics of space and time itself. And if you're not gonna do anything to release that intention and channel it into positive construction, it is going to manifest through your shadow as a negative demolition. A personal demolition, which will manifest through the drugs, through the fucking smoke, through the vape, through the alcohol, through whatever the fuck your shadow uses against you to passively kill yourself. And so when you hear the phrase, me versus me, take the shit fucking literal, because all of you are fucking failing and losing to your shadow. It's you versus you, and you've been losing your entire fucking life, that your mind is programmed to be a failure. And so today is going to be the day where you wake the fuck up, you shake the shit off, you hit the gym, you feel the energy that you extracted from demolishing the person that demolishes you. That fucking castrated fetal position in the void, sitting there waiting for nothing to happen as a cloud of rain rains on top of you as you sit there and crave it subconsciously. You have to understand that some of you actually pursue your suffering. When you sit there, when you get angry, you can't say that that shit wasn't intentional. You destroyed yourself. You made specific choices that coincided with specific actions to lead you to a fucked up outcome, and you sabotage yourself. And to sit there and sabotage yourself, I mean, you need to look in the mirror and truly reflect on the individual who's reflecting back at you. Because to do that to yourself in the life you only get once is to be rendered a disappointment to God, an inferior fucking piece of shit in the fucking quantum and space continuum, in the fucking, existence you get once. I mean, guys, are you gonna max out? Or are you just gonna remain a self-sabotaging piece of shit because some shit happened to you when you were younger and you never fucking figured it out? Figure this shit out. outgrow your former self. Grow into a new version of you. Evolve mentally as you do physically. If you grew mentally and matured the same way you matured and grew physically, you would be on a whole different fucking level of, reality synthesis, personal evolution, personal development. You would be a fucking monster. You would be a savage. You would be a brute beast, and whatever the fuck you need to overcome, you would overcome that shit like it's fucking nothing. But you grew physically, you didn't grow fucking mentally, so now you're this 16-year-old in a 40-year-old body, and we're just watching you reverberate inadequacy as this leaks. It spills out of your fucking consciousness. Do yourself a favor and make sure I don't have to be aware of a low-level piece of shit when I'm walking through the street. Do yourself a favor and make sure you don't have to be aware of a low-level piece of shit when you look in the mirror when it's time to brush your teeth in the morning. Peace!